And we're back, Human Nuggets here with some more Modern Warfare 3 content for you today. We've got the Striker 9 finished out to its 1,000 kills and 3,000 zombie kills. The multiplayer build I've got here is pretty much the same as the build for the Striker because they are pretty much just the same gun. So we got the Lockman Mark II light stock, the 40 round magazine, the SL skeletal vertical grip, the Shadow Strike Suppressor S, and lastly the Striker Elite Long Barrel. So yeah, as I said in the intro, it is basically the same, well, fairly close to the fuck off with the one-shot guns. That's all this game is anymore. But it's basically the same as the Striker, but you know, it's got a bit worse recoil control and lower damage, with the trade-off being it has a higher fire rate. I think it's about 200 rounds per minute higher, but because it has lower damage, it's always at least one more bullet to kill. I don't know about over range because I can't calculate them. I'm just going off the maximum damage potential. So it's fastest TTK. I think it actually ends up being just ever so slightly slower than the Striker. Which, considering, you know, its other downside is worse recoil, it kind of just means that you're losing out in every regard. And sure, if you're missing a lot of shots like I do, the faster fire rate does obviously kind of close that gap a bit, but just as an actual, skill level for the gun of, hey, how fast can I possibly kill someone with this? It's just worse. Which, yeah, is a bit annoying. Like, I don't really see the point of it being included in the game, other than they wanted to say they have more guns. Because if it's, the handling is damn near identical. Like, you know, movement speed and ADS speed is, within decimal places kind of stuff, not whole digits. Obviously that depends on what build you make, but being that they're so similar, it does have worse recoil, but it's still a Striker, so it has pretty good recoil. It just struggles a bit more over range than the normal Striker does. But yeah, now this game is really, pissing me off these days, because it's just people, there's some people that'll still be using, you know, SMGs and stuff, or ARs. But yeah, no, the game is just fucking one-shot guns, shotguns, longbows, and fucking the tier. Which, and that's not even just what I'm running into on, Rustment, in actual matches, it's pretty much all I run into as well, so it's just really draining my enjoyment for the game, which is a bit of a shame, especially now I finally got fiber internet, and with it gigabit speeds, so that means that I have way lower ping all the time. I also get less packet loss in multiplayer, at least. Zombies, I still get fucking atrocious packet loss. But you know, the gun itself, it plays the same, but you can't kill people as quick, pretty much. I keep saying that, but that's really all it is. And then over in zombies, again, build doesn't really matter that too much for most guns, but we got the no stock, the second ZX grip, the 50 round drum, the Bruin tactical vertical grip, and lastly the Lockshot KT85 muzzle. Then actually in match with absolutely nothing upgraded, you can see kind of a normalish horde will chew through a bit over a full magazine. That's just what I built up running from where I spawned to this contract. And yeah, it takes over a magazine to get it. Then obviously, you know, once you chuck on stuff, it's a different story. It can hold its own in that regard. I still I wouldn't go up against HVT contracts until you pack-a-punched. Like, even if you have an upgrade tool, I'd wait until you pack-a-punch to go up against them. It's just one of them guns where they absolutely eat it. Normal elites aren't too bad. Or special, I can never remember what they're called. But yeah, no, the actual HVTs, even pack-a-punched, I think I had a HVT Mimic eat over a full 100-round mag into it, so you know. Then plus, like, I'll compare it to the Striker again because it's the closest resemblance. It has a smaller magazine and lower damage. So it's kind of, yeah, you're losing out in both regards there. Once it's Pack-a-Punch, it can hold its own. But it is the worst option. Worse. Not worst, but worse than the other Striker. So again, don't really see the point of it, but it also, this could be placebo effect, because I don't quite have the, I didn't compare it to the build I used to have, but it feels slightly slower when running around in game. But as I said, yeah, that could be completely placebo. And I guess Pack-a-Punch Blue in the tier 1 zone, and I choose through it. But if there's one nearby, I can't see contracts while this one's active. You can see, now that it is Pack-a-Punched, it can clear these with relative ease. Obviously, as I keep saying, we are in the tier 1 zone. But, you know, if you're farming kills, this is where you'll be. If you're trying to take out bosses, like the Mega Bomb, or going to tier 4 or something, you'll probably be using a more meta weapon anyway. I think that's not really related to the weaponing, but I've noticed it's been getting harder and harder to find zombies matches. It'll take longer and longer. You know, every couple of days it'll take a bit longer. And I'm also getting servers that are farther and farther away from Australia. Just, you know, kind of guessing that based on the predominant language used in text chat. Like right now I'm getting on a lot of Asian servers. I don't know which characters are from which region, so I can't say more specifically where I am. But, yeah, so that's, I don't know if popularity for the mode's declining, or just at the times I'm choosing to play, it's kind of, stuff's unavailable. But I'm guessing since, I think they're meant to be adding a new Warlord in Season 1 Reload or something, so it'll probably boost player numbers. There we go, I had to come right across the map to get one of these. Where's he gonna spawn? I've had to take a long jog to get to this guy. Alright, so one exact full magazine was how long that took for a tier 1 Pack-a-Punched Blue, which I feel like if you're going higher than that, you should be going into higher zones. Because, well, if you're farming for zombie kills, you're not doing HVD contracts because they're useless for that. But yeah, so it's not terrible, but it's not a gun I would pick to bring into zombies personally. And I think that is where we will leave it today. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.